Set time. Sequencing. We would like to welcome you. This is only just begun.
He has the ability. He has the technology. He has the desire. Butcher Black. He's ready to rip it up.
This is amazing stuff.
Are you ready for him?
Do it.
Make some noise! Butcher Black. Let's go.
What's going on, everyone? It's your man, Butcher Black, representing Console Kings, Hip Hop and Gaming, and the Console Kings Gaming Network. Want to welcome a special guest in. You all have probably heard him, seen him on YouTube, and also with 2K, none other than KspadeTheProspect. Thank you for coming on, man.
Man, thanks for having me. What's good, folks?
Nothing much, man. It's been a minute since you and I have talked. I know you've talked to my fellow Console King, Sergio the Pro down in Atlanta, and also met up with CJ, and I have yet to have the privilege of meeting you, but we've talked before in the past, and it's a wonderful opportunity to bring you on to talk about your projects, this 2K thing that's going on with you, and anything else that you have going on. So without further ado, there's a big movement with 2K. And no offense to NBA Live 15 and what they're trying to do, but right now 2K is quote unquote the shit in basketball, sim gaming and everything. And so, with that being said, how did your situation come about being involved with 2K and getting on and doing gaming with 2K?
It really will surprise you. I mean, the crazy thing is, when they first started the community team up event, it was the first time that 2K had ever done something like that. And I didn't really expect to be, selected because it was guys bigger. And, when I got the invite, they was telling me that they had seen some of my work, which I didn't know. But the thing that blew my mind, the video that they saw was actually a video where I was giving them the blues. I was not happy in that video about crew being removed or whatnot. So I had a video titled, What's Going On with 2K. It might have actually been titled, What the Hell is Wrong with 2K Sports? I made a part 1 and a part 2, and they made reference to that video. So I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, believe it or not, those guys, they watch. They keep an eye on the air on the community, and they, heard some things that I was displeased with and got me out there.
Well, that's good, man. That's good to know that, not everyone is always willing to smell the roses. They willing to get down in the pit and smell the stuff that don't smell so good and make changes where it's needed. And so with them reaching out to you and making the changes, how has your YouTube channel changed your life and from gaming and outside of gaming?
Oh man, it's been a change, a big time change. First thing that comes to mind is, needless to say, if I play 2K, which I play a lot, and I play online, I'm recognized. So I get a lot of messages. It might be, hey, I'm a fan, or hey, keep up the good work. If I lose, it'll be, hey, is this going on YouTube? But definitely it's made me more of a recognizable person. But, another thing is it changed the way you play. Like, the days of me just being able to jump on and just play and have fun. Don't get me wrong, I still have fun, but those days are kind of gone now because I kind of got a target on my back now. Anytime I'm playing, somebody is looking to catch me slipping. Mm-hmm. So, that makes you approach the game a little different.
Definitely. You have to be on top of your game. It's more so of, people are shooting for your street cred, so to speak, your internet cred, and is he really all that good, or is the computer playing and he's just chopping it up and making it look like he's that good? But definitely, when we had you on one of our Console Kings events, I mean, you definitely represented well and everything. So we got the 2K situation, we got YouTube. So how do you balance, working, family, gaming, and doing your videos?
Man, but I still struggle with that, man. Balance is tough for me because I got a wife, I got 3 kids, I got a full-time job that I have lately been working 6 days a week at, and I might spend between 15 and 20 hours a week on, just editing video. So there are times when I get lost in my work and my wife has to come and say, hey, you gonna spend some time with me this week, or so she kind of helps me, but balance is something that I still struggle with. It's an ongoing battle from week to week, different things, especially at this time of the year when it's a lot of gaming news dropping. You want to cover all that stuff, want to make vids on all that stuff, and it's impossible to do everything. You have to balance.
Exactly. I was talking with iPod the previous show, and also in my endeavors too, man. It's our significant others don't realize that this time of year, from like when college football starts up until Christmas, maybe a little after Christmas, it's like every game that everyone wants drops almost at the same time. It's that holiday rush, and you have 2, maybe 3. I'll take that back, 4. You have Madden, you got FIFA, you have NBA, and then oh my gosh, what's the other one? I drew a blank. But you have all of those games dropping at the same time where content needs to be pushed out to the masses, and they're expecting your best. Not subpar work, but your best work to drop in a short amount of time. And the time it takes to record the footage and then, then edit it and then put it up, and then it's like a never ending thing. And it's like, I'm so thankful that YouTube now has changed their process where you can, schedule drops. So the stuff can be uploaded. You don't have to sit there and wait to push the button and all this other stuff. So it's very helpful. So on average, how long does it take for you to record and edit a video?
Of course it depends on what game. I play a lot of Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team is such a short, the quarters are like 3-minute quarters. So I love editing Ultimate Team games because you can get them in and get them out. 2K is a whole nother beast. And my style of editing is not like many others. I won't say any others because I don't watch everybody, but a lot of people just make clips randomly here and here, and I tend to always make a clip on a change of possession. So mine will always be after a made basket. It'll be somebody taking the ball out. So for that, I kind of have to watch my video as I edit my video. So it takes me a long time, and it's crazy because you upload a video 8-9 minutes long, and people go, "Great video, when's the next one?" And I kind of be like, "Whoa, it took me like 3 hours to get you that one. Like, give me a minute, So I don't know. I would say, depending on the game, anywhere from an hour to 4 hours.
That's about right. Yeah, that takes about the same for me. I mean, but I do a lot, especially with HBCU football and everything, and stuff that you don't see.
You do rosters, right?
I don't do rosters. I do rosters for some, like if the school or the players reach out to me, I'll go ahead and hook them up. But I mean, I almost got like 200 some odd schools, 70-man rosters. I'd be forever just doing rosters. I would have no time to put up videos if I did that.
I know, you ain't lying.
So I got some footage coming out. But anyway, enough about me. This is about you, man. This is about K-Spade, not Butcher Black. So
the people want to know, man.
that's for the next show. That's for the next show.
Okay.
So all right. So we got the editing, we got the gaming. Next thing people want to know is like, I know K-Spade and iPod and the networks. I know Butcher's in the network. He's running the network. How much can you really make from YouTube? So roughly on average, without giving out true details of your contract and everything, roughly on average, how much could a professional YouTuber make from YouTube?
Oh man, I think it's enough proof out there that it's some unrealistic possibilities. I haven't been fortunate enough to reel in that kind of money. I always tell people that you'll know when I'm really doing well. That's when I'll be able to walk away from my 9 to 5. So as long as I'm still punching the clock every morning, I'm doing enough that it makes my gaming hobby more affordable. If it's a game coming out, I don't ever have to say, well, I can't get this game or whatever. But I would love to be able to support my family off of it, and I can't do that yet.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're talking about if you get in with the right crew and the right sponsors, I mean, the sponsor checks alone will just probably help carry you if you're pushing their product and everything. So that's good to know, man. So what would you say would be like your best accomplishment or opportunity that you had from gaming?
Oh, wow, that's dope. I don't know. I honestly, a lot of people think I'm probably exaggerating when I say this, but the opportunity I was given to just meet the developers, I've been able to meet developers at EA and 2K. And it's an experience that I wish everybody could have, because we only know how to look at the games and the gaming world from the gamer's perspective. And I'm a prime example. I'm making my videos like, what are they thinking? This is so stupid. Why do they do this? And you get a chance to meet these guys and you see the work that they actually put in, and you get a chance to talk with them. And in some cases, you realize that they want to do more than they're able to do. They have bosses too. They can't just go in and say, okay, today we're going to make what we want to make. It has to make business sense, and they have suits that they answer to as well. And it was able to change my entire perspective on a lot of things. A lot of times people tweet me now and go, man, how can you, not be mad at 2K for this, that, and the other? And I can actually defend them, not because I'm just being their buddy, but because I understand better from their perspective. So that's an opportunity that I really put value in, because it helped open my eyes to something that I didn't understand.
Right, and that's what people fail to realize too, is that, even though they want to do it and they probably can do it, it's the ultimate question of why should I do it, and how much is it going to cost me to put this in? Because how much man hours is it going to take for you to do this? Even though we're delivering it, we have a price point, $60. $60 is the price point, and if we add all of this other stuff in, it's got to go up. Or better yet, will the sponsors kick in that money to cover the cost so we can keep the game at the same price? So it's always a constant tug of war, with that, with the development and supply and demand for the consumer. So if you guys,
time is a big factor that people don't know as well. I mean, most of these sport titles are on a 1-year cycle. So, if they can't do it and complete it in a year, should they do it at all? Because if they have do it, then, media, we're going to kill them for it not being right. So, it's a lot that goes into it that the average gamer doesn't know.
Definitely. I reached out to Ben Howmiller. Shout out to Ben Howmiller at EA Sports, who is now working on the Madden team. He was telling me, like, shortly before launch, it's like, yeah, the game is done. It'll be out in X amount of weeks. But we've already started on Madden 16. I'm like,
it's no rest for those guys.
So it's like, even though there's stuff that was probably missed in the current game, they've already started adding it to the next game. So yeah, it's time. It's a time frame. It's time frames to build that and get the demo straight, or get the alpha build, or whatever you want to call it, to show the shareholders and everything. This is where we're going. And so it takes time. So everything can go in on the first go around. All right. So that's an accomplishment. Now, what is your least favorite thing about your job/hobby?
This is a good one. I say my least favorite is just the perception. I try not to get too caught up in what other people think or feel, but a lot of people feel like YouTubers have a complete disconnect, and it's just impossible to converse with everyone, to reply to every comment, and you'd be surprised. Some people actually take that and they perceive it to be, you thinking you bigger than them, or you thinking you better, or you thinking you all that. And a lot of people say, well, I stopped watching this guy's videos because he don't reply to my comments, or this guy never replies. And I tell them all the time, man, like, I'm not even supposed to have my cell phone at work. I can tell you how many times I get caught on my phone at work because I'm tweeting or trying to reply to this. It's just, I don't know, that's the only thing I hate, that people, I wish I could reach out and talk to more people, and I just can't. One of these days, I'm going to get big enough to hire me somebody who can help me just reply to everybody.
I know, right? Or get a bot that does auto replies. It's like, yeah, thank you for the reply. We'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I like that.
But yeah, it's cool now that your comments is now linked to your Google Plus page if you have it set up, and then of course you can get emails or notifications that someone dropped a message. But still, man, to this day, man, I miss them. I know I do. I missed a couple of comments, so I go back and it's like, a month later, but I still try to put a reply in. But as long as you giving that effort, I mean, that's all that most people can ask for. And so we got your gaming, you got your hobbies. What kind of console? What is your console of preference, and why?
Now this is gonna get me in some trouble. I have both next gen consoles, but I prefer my Xbox One. And my console preferences changed over the years. I remember back, I was a PS1 guy. I think we all were. I was a PS2 guy. But then instead of going PS3, I went Xbox 360. And I loved it. So then I ended up buying the PlayStation 4, of course, because it came out first. And then I got the Xbox One. And I think at that point, it's kind of about where most of your friends are. And most of my friends had ported from 360 to Xbox One. So even though I have both, I spend the majority of my time on the Xbox One. I know so many guys going to come for me. But I tell people all the time, both consoles are dope. You're not losing if you got either one of them. But most of my friends are on Xbox, so that's kind of where I usually am.
Yeah, I had a PS3 and a 360, and I gave up my PS3 to put down on the Xbox One. And that doesn't mean that I've given up on my PlayStation gaming, but I would love for Sony to reach out to me. You know, here's a PlayStation 4. You know, have at it. You know, being that Console Kings is on both consoles and everything, and we distribute digital content. I would love to be on there to show support and love for our communities on both. But right now, I'm with the one, man. It feels like an extension of myself because I can talk to it. It responds. And, it's just a beautiful thing, man.
Now, do you use the cable box function for yours? Because I use it. Yeah, so I'm snapping TV while I'm gaming, and I mean, it does a lot.
Just multifunction, especially on NFL like today. I mean, I could just I just say snap NFL. Unfortunately, I don't have the Sunday ticket where I can have DirecTV stream all the games to my console, but that's a dope feature itself right there.
It is. It really is. You can get red zone now. Next best thing.
Yeah.
NFL red zone.
Yeah, so you're not missing out on anything. And I'm not playing fantasy football this year. I didn't have time to do it, but next year I'm doing it so I can track my stats while I'm watching the game from the console.
I track mine, but it's usually so depressing that I unsnap that. Not going too good for you, boy.
Right. And so, how did you get into gaming? What brought you into gaming in the first place?
Believe it or not, gaming for me was just a release. It was, we all have our vices, and I don't smoke. I don't really drink. I'll drink on occasion, but I don't feel like I drink enough to say that I drink. Right. So, gaming's always been that for me. I remember when I was younger, and this is in Georgia, of course. The skating rink was the thing. Every Sunday night, everybody wanted to go to the skating rink. Right. My older sister got a chance to go, and my mom would make, if she went, I had to go because I was like the snitch, And I would go with her. And after a while, I just started to be honest with myself and say, I'm not really digging this. Like, it just wasn't for me. I'd much rather back then, Blockbuster was the thing. Go to Blockbuster, rent me some Nintendo games, and I was straight. And I just kind of did that. And it's crazy because back then, the gamers was kind of looked at as nerds. Like, oh, man, you just want to play the game? That was the nerd thing to do. And my mom would always say, you ain't going to make nothing out of yourself playing that video game. And I won't ever let her forget that. Because I told her, had I discovered all this stuff a long time ago, I would be good and set by now. Yeah. So, I mean, if I have a bad day at work, I just want to come home and get online, and I just want to destroy somebody online. And that's what it's always been for me. I even had to tell my wife, when I first got married, my wife said, "God, you sound so upset. You should take a break from gaming." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, you sound so upset in there." I said, "No, babe, that's not upset. That's called I'm gone. Like, even if I'm mad in the game, at that point, I'm not thinking about my job. I'm not thinking about any bills. I'm not thinking about what needs to be done. The only thing I care about in that moment is beating whoever's opposite of me in that game. And it just takes me away, That's my thing."
Yeah, gaming is one of the best drugs out there.
Ain't it, though?
Man. All right, so these two questions. Now, I've asked my part, and I'm going to ask you the same question. And Miss Prospect, please forgive me for asking this question. But if you had the choice, Beyonce or Nicki?
Ooh. I gotta go Beyonce. I gotta go Queen B, man. Beyonce found a way to be sexy and be bad without being almost dirty. Nicki ain't quite got that yet, He'll get it with a little bit of old age, maybe. Plus, me and Beyonce probably closer to age. So, yeah, I'll take Beyonce in a New York second. Sorry, Jay.
All right. So it's 1-1. One for Nicki, one for Beyonce. All right, we'll keep it going. And being that you're from Atlanta, the Dirty South, AT Aliens, Goody Mob, T.I., and so many more. What is in your playlist right now?
Oh, man. Actually, right now, I'm bumping that new Jeezy, man.
Okay.
The new Jeezy's hot. If y'all not listening to that, go pick that up or even bang it on Spotify. It's so hot.
Okay. I'm going to have to peep that out myself, man. Well, we have come to the end of the show. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to sit down and chop it up with me here at the Chop Shop. And as always, man, you are welcome to come back on. Thank you for doing your thing and allowing me to interview you.
Man, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it, and I would love to do it again one day.
All right. And that's a wrap, folks. Listen to Butcher Black, the Chop Shop, representing Console Kings in hip-hop and gaming, and the Console Kings Gaming Network.